Urgent New York Giants fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest New York Giants updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Giants fans! Today, we've got some explosive news that's been shaking up the NFL landscape, and I know you're all eager to hear the latest about your team. But before we dive into that, let's set the stage a little. The NFL is currently in a state of intense speculation and strategic maneuvering, with rumors swirling about some of the league's brightest young stars and their potential moves. And one of those names that's been dominating conversations lately is none other than Kayvon Thibodeaux, the talented pass rusher of the New York Giants. Now, Thibodeaux, as you all know, was drafted with high expectations. Coming out of Oregon, he was considered one of the top prospects in the 2022 NFL Draft, and there's no denying that he's shown flashes of brilliance in his first couple of seasons in the league. His explosiveness off the edge, his ability to rush the quarterback, and his versatility in different defensive schemes make him a coveted player across the league. But, as with many young talents, the NFL is also a business, and teams are constantly evaluating their roster to maximize their chances of success. That's where the rumors start to heat up. So, what exactly is going on? Word is that the New York Giants might be open to trading Thibodeaux. Yes, you heard that right. The Giants, a team that's been building up their defense steadily, are reportedly listening to trade offers for their young pass rusher. Now, I know this sounds shocking, especially to fans who see Thibodeaux as a cornerstone for the future. But sometimes, in the NFL, strategic moves are necessary, especially when trying to address other pressing needs on the roster. The Giants, after a somewhat up-and-down 2023 season, are looking to strengthen their squad in multiple areas, and trading a player like Thibodeaux could be part of a broader plan to acquire draft picks or established veterans to fill other gaps. But who are the potential destinations for Thibodeaux? Well, two teams have emerged as serious contenders in the rumor mill, the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. Both of these franchises are known for their defensive ambitions and their desire to bolster their pass rush units. The Panthers, in particular, have been actively trying to rebuild their defense after a few challenging seasons. They're looking for young, dynamic players who can make an immediate impact, and Thibodeaux fits that mold perfectly. His ability to get around blockers, pressure the quarterback, and disrupt plays is exactly what Carolina needs to elevate their defense to a new level. And then there are the Green Bay Packers, a team that's been in a bit of a transitional phase lately. After losing some key players and facing questions about their offensive consistency, the Packers are looking to revamp their defensive line. Adding Thibodeaux could give them that extra boost of pass rushing power, something that's always been a priority for Green Bay. Plus, considering their history of developing young talent and their strategic approach to building a competitive roster, Thibodeaux could find a perfect fit in Lambeau Field. Now, let's talk a little more about what Thibodeaux brings to the table, because it's important to understand why these teams are so interested in acquiring him. This guy is a game-changer. As a rookie, he registered multiple sacks, showed excellent agility, and displayed a relentless motor. His athleticism allows him to bend around offensive linemen and get into the backfield quickly. Plus, his physical tools, from his hand strength to his speed, make him a nightmare for quarterbacks trying to set up their throws. And don't forget, he's also versatile enough to line up in various positions along the defensive front, which adds to his value. For the Giants, this potential trade is a complex decision. On one hand, Thibodeaux's upside is enormous. He's still very young, with loads of room for development, and many believe he could become one of the league's premier pass rushers in the coming years. On the other hand, the team might see the opportunity to capitalize on his value now, especially if they believe they can rebuild or upgrade other areas of their defense or even add draft capital for future seasons. But let's not forget the impact on the Giants' current roster. This season, the team showed flashes of promise, especially on defense, but also faced consistency issues. Adding new pieces or reallocating resources could be part of the plan to push for a playoff spot next year. Trading Thibodeaux might be a move to bring in multiple assets, whether draft picks or veteran players, that can help the team become more balanced and competitive. It's a strategic gamble, but one that could pay off if executed well. Now, I know many of you might be wondering, what about Thibodeaux's future in New York? Is he unhappy? Or is this just part of the league's typical chess game? As of now, there hasn't been any official word from the Giants front office or from Thibodeaux himself. But these rumors often come from whispers in the league, from scouts and insiders who understand the business side of football. It's important to remember that nothing is set in stone until an official deal is announced. Still, it's impossible not to get excited about the possibility of seeing Thibodeaux in a new uniform, especially in a team like Carolina or Green Bay, where his talents could really shine. And speaking of the Giants' recent history, it's worth mentioning how this franchise has been navigating the NFL landscape over the past few years. After some lean seasons, the team has been trying to rebuild steadily, focusing on developing young talent like Thibodeaux, Dexter Lawrence, and Evan Neal. The coaching staff, led by Brian Daboll, has been emphasizing a culture of discipline, effort, and growth, which is starting to show results. The defense, in particular, has been trending upward, with some promising performances from the young pass rushers. But, as we all know, in the NFL, change is constant, and keeping a roster fresh and competitive often involves tough decisions. Now, let's take a moment to analyze what this move could mean for the Giants' future. If they do decide to trade Thibodeaux, they're clearly signaling that they're willing to take some risks in order to improve other parts of the team. It might be a sign that they're aiming for a more balanced, veteran-led approach, or perhaps they want to accumulate draft picks to rebuild even more thoroughly. Either way, it's a bold move that could reshape their defensive line and their overall identity heading into next season. And I want to highlight that the NFL is a league where every decision counts. Sometimes trading a young star can help a team accelerate its rebuild, while other times, holding on to that player might be the smarter choice if you believe in his long-term potential. It's a delicate balancing act, and the Giants' management will need to weigh the immediate benefits against the future upside. Fans, of course, have strong opinions about these moves, and that's what makes following the NFL so exciting, the unpredictability and the passion of the fanbase. Now, as we look ahead, what can we expect? Well, the next few weeks will be crucial. The NFL trade deadline is approaching, and more details will probably emerge soon. Will Thibodeaux stay in New York? Or will he be packing his bags for Carolina or Green Bay? It's hard to say for certain, but one thing's for sure, this storyline is just getting started. The league's insiders are buzzing, and the drama is building. The Giants, along with the Panthers and Packers, are all in the mix, trying to position themselves for a successful 2024 season. And remember, in the NFL, everything is interconnected. A single trade can have ripple effects, affecting draft strategies, team chemistry, and even the way other teams approach their own rosters. For fans of the Giants, this is a roller coaster of emotions. We've seen flashes of hope with the team's recent performances, and now, we're on the edge wondering what the future holds. Will the Giants capitalize on this opportunity to reshape their defense? Or will they choose to hold on to Thibodeaux and build around him? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear, the next few weeks are going to be pivotal, and I'll be here to keep you updated on every twist and turn of this fascinating saga. Now, let's take a quick step back and appreciate how Thibodeaux's journey has been so far. Coming out of Oregon, he was heralded as a once-in-a-generation talent at pass rusher. His college career showcased his explosiveness and relentless pursuit of the quarterback, earning him All-American honors and a reputation as a top-tier edge rusher. His transition into the NFL has been promising, with flashes of dominance that make Giants fans dream of what he could become in the coming years. But as we all know, developing into a consistent, game-changing player takes time and patience. In the current NFL landscape, edge rushers are more crucial than ever. The league has become a pass-heavy environment, where quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, and Josh Allen thrive on quick releases and improvisation. Teams that can generate pressure without blitzing are at a significant advantage, and Thibodeaux's skill set fits perfectly into that mold. His ability to bend around offensive tackles and get to the quarterback in a hurry makes him a valuable asset, one that many teams would love to have. But the Giants, as a franchise, are also in a phase of rebuilding and reevaluation. After a rough 2022 season, followed by some improvements in 2023, they're trying to find that sweet spot where youth meets experience. The coaching staff, led by Thibodeaux, has been emphasizing developing players like Thibodeaux, Dexter Lawrence, and others, hoping that these young stars will carry the team for years to come. However, in a league where winning is the bottom line, sometimes strategic trades are necessary to accelerate progress. Let's also not forget the importance of draft capital in these decisions. If the Giants can turn Thibodeaux into multiple picks or a proven veteran, it might help them fill other critical positions, such as offensive line, secondary, or even a reliable receiver. The NFL is a game of depth, and sometimes, parting with a promising young player can be a smart move if it allows you to build a more complete roster. Now, I want to emphasize that this isn't just about the Giants. If Thibodeaux gets traded, it's a win for the acquiring team, who gets a rising star with immense potential. For Carolina, adding a player like Thibodeaux could be a step toward restoring their defense's former glory, especially considering their recent struggles to generate consistent pressure from the edge. For Green Bay, a team with a proud defensive tradition, Thibodeaux could be the piece that helps them get back to being a top-tier defense, especially with their focus on building a versatile, aggressive unit. It's also interesting to consider how Thibodeaux himself might feel about all this. Young players often have mixed reactions when rumors of trades start circulating. Some see it as an opportunity for a fresh start, a chance to prove themselves in a new environment. Others might feel uncertain about leaving a team they're just beginning to get comfortable with. But at the end of the day, players understand the business side of the NFL, and Thibodeaux's professionalism and talent suggest he'll handle whatever comes his way with maturity. In the grand scheme of things, this situation highlights how dynamic and unpredictable NFL roster moves are. It's a league where a single trade can shift the balance of power, impact draft strategies, and redefine team identities. For Giants fans, it's a tense time full of anticipation. Will Thibodeaux stay? Or will he become a key piece for another franchise? Whatever the outcome, one thing remains certain: the NFL offseason drama is in full swing, and we're right in the middle of it. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this situation? Do you believe Thibodeaux should stay and be part of the team's future? Or do you think trading him now could be the smart move to accelerate the rebuild? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinions matter so much to us and to the Giants community at large. We love engaging with you, hearing your insights, and debating what the team's next steps should be. Remember, this story is still unfolding, and I'll be back soon with more updates, rumors, and analysis. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep the Giants spirit alive, no matter what the future holds. In the end, what's most exciting about all these NFL rumors and trades is how they remind us of the constant evolution of the league. Every season brings new surprises, new stars, and new stories that captivate fans around the world. As Giants fans, we've seen our team go through highs and lows, but one thing remains true: our passion and hope for a brighter future never fade. With talented players like Thibodeaux, the potential is always there. It's just a matter of how the front office chooses to shape the team's destiny. So, whether Thibodeaux stays in New York or moves on to a new team, we'll be watching closely. We'll analyze every move, every rumor, and every development because that's what true fans do. We live for the thrill of the game, the strategy behind every decision, and the hope that one day, our team will bring home that elusive Super Bowl trophy. But until then, we celebrate every moment, every player, and every story that makes the NFL the greatest league in the world. Thanks for tuning in, Giants fans. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth coverage, updates, and opinions on everything related to the New York Giants. And remember, I'll be back soon with more breaking news and analysis. Stay safe, stay passionate, and as always, go Giants!